This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Now Brady. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
From midfield, here's Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. He's got him in. Complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. Ryan Suckup on for the point after. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead.
Next to score, Buccaneers 7, Patriots 0.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Cam going to bring the Patriots up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A first carry now for Adrian Peterson. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3-3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Out of the gun, Newton. He's got his man, that's Josh Gordon. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Handoff comes to Peterson.
Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible. So I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. And the AFC's Pro Bowl punter last year, Jake Bailey, on to punt for New England. As he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a 1-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. In his own end zone, it's Brady. It's his fullback. This is Bruce Miller. And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it? The slot receivers are the only guys who can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there. Showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Well, this defense for the Pats, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Yardage, it's the fullback Miller, and he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
3rd and inches, just turn around, hand it to the big guy, and let him plow forward and pick up a first down. A lot of people think that the offensive line, they may almost take the play off because they got a big guy back there pushing forward. I think it actually works in reverse. I think they block harder because they love seeing that guy get the ball because he doesn't touch it very often.
And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Throwing on 2nd and 3, Brady. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else.
And we talk so much from a defensive perspective about scheming and finding ways to take away the run. That means the offense has to devise different ways to get the ball in the hands of their guy out of the backfield. Find open space, let him run, and big things can happen, and they did right there.
And if you're wondering how fast he was going, next-gen stats clocked him at close to 21 miles an hour. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Two minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. On 2nd and goal, Brady. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Now Brady. And that is incomplete. Fine work by the Patriot D there, and it's 4th down. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his first touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Extra point put through by Succop, and it's now 14-0. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll run it here. This is James White. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. 2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They snap it to Newton. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Newton able to get this to his running back, White. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Again, Newton. He'll leave this one for White. And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And, Charles, this infraction is going to be against the offense. False start.
Sometimes you have to get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure your team is set before you begin your cadence.
A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. From the 50, Newton. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 2nd down at 4. Here's Newton. That's caught by Myers. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
20.
To throw is Newton. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. When the guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Going to throw deep for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this 1st half.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. Gunnar Olszewski bringing it out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. He's going to try and go deep again. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The first play of the second half, a big success, over 30 yards. Play action. It's Newton. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. Jacoby Myers, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. To the air again, Newton. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Jonathan Jones there to make the stop.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. but that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
And that's a good catch there for a first down by Antonio Brown. And in his career, at one point, he had 6 straight seasons over 100 catches. Not putting up those types of numbers now, but continues to be a favorite of Tom Brady, who recruited him originally to New England and most recently to Tampa.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him. Extra point try now for Succop. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Buccaneers 21, Patriots nothing.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Gunnar Olszewski bringing it out. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 103 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Jones. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones, his second touchdown of the night. And the Buccaneers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Succop. And it is 28-0.
Patriots nothing. Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On 2nd down, it's Peterson. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Here we go on 4th. Newton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Newton. He'll drop it underneath to White, and he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Jacoby Myers, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. Newton throwing again. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Foxborough. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th.